This rooftop tent by far has provided me with the best nights of sleep I've had when on an overland adventure. And it's meant my girl Charlotte will finally come camping with me. In this video I'm going to share with you mine and Charlotte's thoughts on the James Baroud Odyssey rooftop tent, and we'll film it while we go on a weekend away to Black Duck Valley 4x4 Park. Just a 2.5 hour drive out of Brisbane. This is Charlotte's first ever camping experience, so that alone should be pretty entertaining. I picked up a Portuguese-made James Baroud rooftop tent from the Australian importer in Yamba on Australia's New South Wales coastline over 6 months ago, and I took it to Gari Island, the world's largest sand island, on its maiden voyage. 2 full days and nights of rain and squalls on a 4-day trip meant that I got to really put the claim of having waterproof canvas to the test. And let me tell you, not a drop of rain made it inside, which meant my camera and audio equipment stayed dry and safe next to me. I love to shoot sunrise. Look at that! Amazing. So I need to have my camera within arm's reach when travelling. Also, one of my favourite things to photograph on Gari is the wild dingos. And I've found them most active at dawn when they're rummaging through campsite looking for scraps or coming to the beach for the next meal. Side note, on more than one occasion, the 360-degree views allowed me to sit up here, rugged up with my camera, and just photograph the dingoes as they walk through the camp and made their way silently onto the beach. I'm not chasing sunrises or dingoes on this trip. What I am chasing is some quality R&R. If I'm not comfortable sleeping, I don't get either of those. So the luxury mattress that comes standard in this rooftop tent is one of the big draw cards for me. It just gives an extra bit of comfort. I'm a bigger unit, and in Swags and other rooftop tents, I found I wake up uncomfortable during the night. While it didn't happen in this tent, in this one I've still woken up with a little bit of an achy hip. That could be the old age though, and years of being an athlete and martial artist. Either way, I dig this mattress. As I said, this is Charlotte's first ever camping experience, and she's only been four-wheel driving with me one other time. She got a bit excited about the landscape as we drove out to Black Duck Valley 4x4 Park.
Oh, I know what they might be. They might be for truffles. Certified organic. I think that's what the trees are for. These trees must be so old. Oh, it's pecan. Okay, everybody. I thought I was clever. I thought they were truffles, but it's a pecan plantation. How embarrassing. Anyway.
And soon after we arrived, I took her to our campsite and let her soak in its beauty.
The drama of it.
I know a place where we can go and be alone. So come away with me, nobody has to know where we gonna go. I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me, to run away with me.
We soon moved sites closer to some friends, a fire and some company, and the temperature dropped. The following bit of footage is recorded the next morning. The sun's up, but I'm inside the tent with everything closed up. I wanted to show you how blacked out it is. Charlotte was just waking up, and I knew she'd have some choice words about the conditions. Listen in, it's pretty funny.
All the zips were open and the air was coming in. But the mattress is very comfortable. I am very happy with the comfort factor. Apart from my paper thin pillows. It must be like 6 friggin' degrees overnight. My hair is... How's your hair cold? Like, how does that work? I spent the entire night begging for warmth And you've got zips open here, there, and friggin' everywhere. Little nasty cold breezes coming in whilst you're feeling, oh, it's very warm in here. Well, you know what I'll do? I think I'll roll up one of the blankets and use it as a pillow. That's a good use of our resources. Do you know what? I would have given you both these paper-thin, pathetic excuses for pillows just for that folded up blanket.
We got up, used the hot water facilities at camp for showers, and getting ourselves ready for the day of full driving ahead. Until we got to the first obstacle, then this happened.
You and I are not doing that. Okay, that's banned for you.
After a few easy track runs, Charlotte warmed up to the idea of driving up harder tracks. So I mic'd her up, put her in the passenger seat of this patrol and its capable driver Gary, and got them in the playpen for a run.
Oh, you're amazing. Hey, woohoo! Oh my goodness. Oh, this is awesome. Oh my gosh. You made this look easy. Woohoo! This is brilliant.
After a full day of full driving and full bellies, it was time to retire to the Odyssey again for our second night together. Would you believe it? Charlotte had more blankets and was even colder overnight. Hey girl.
I do not look cute right now.
Hey girl. Hey girl. We got up, and apparently you can never abandon your skin routine. You right, love?
Mm-hmm. It's doing my skincare routine. Can't give that up just because you're in the bush.
Whilst that was happening, I thought it a perfect time to give you a POV tour of the inside of the James Baroud and point out some features. Storage area. 360 degree windows. Which as a photographer is awesome, because I can sit up high and watch whatever I'm shooting, whether it be wildlife or whatever. Insulated roof, and this is awesome. Watch this. An extraction fan. And to do this, just a little tip. Put your finger in. Doesn't hurt, see? Even with my little finger, it doesn't hurt. Put it in, feel there, there's a little switch there, and just tap that on. That just broke it. Guess what I just broke?
What?
What?
I said you're so rough with things. It drives me insane. You touch things real hard and then they break and you wonder why.
Excuse me?
So what are you going to do with that now? You stuck your little fat finger in the extractor fan and you destroyed it. How do you get that fixed?
Turns out it ain't that hard. It pushes back up to the metal pin, which is a really good thing actually, and it means the part can be replaced instead of losing the whole mechanism, which gets a big fat fingered thumbs up from me. I had to get back to Brisbane, so we skipped the morning track run, and I asked Charlotte for some final words for this review. How did you like the tent, the rooftop tent?
The tent I like. The issue with the bedding is the thing I don't like, but that's got nothing to do with the tent. The tent's awesome. I would very happily sleep in it again, and it's kind of like a little cubby house on wheels. It's awesome. I loved it.
Cool. Which brings me to my final thoughts. I was told ages ago that a rooftop tent was a game changer in terms of off-road adventure. I've travelled the world looking for waves and photos. I've slept on sand dunes inside a board bag and had a towel for a pillow. I've fitted this vehicle, the Prado, out with a mattress so I could get wherever I wanted to go and go to sleep. But it's not comfortable. I've stayed in swags and their portability is great, but they're not awesome for an old busted rugby league player that now struggles to get on and up off the dirt. Especially in the mornings. For the last 2 years, I've been so fortunate to travel a few short stints with Pac Allen and his TV show and to see some incredible parts of Australia. Parts I want to take Charlotte to. While this James Baroud Odyssey model rooftop tent ticks all the boxes for me in this vehicle. I mean, it's light, easy to install, it's aesthetically pleasing, it's quick to deploy and pack down, it feels safe and comfortable to sleep in overnight. So while it has all those features, for me, it's really the fact that after 20-something years together, Charlotte has jumped into this tent and said, yep, I'll come to all those places and have all those adventures with you that you've spoken about. And that is the big reason that I'm stoked with this rooftop tent. Links in the description. Please subscribe, comment below if you've got a rooftop tent or ask any questions, and get out there. I'm Odell Harris. You can find me at SensoOdell on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the drive. You.
Cool under pressure. Not a drop of sweat.
It's not that hard, darling.
Shh. No one else knows that but you.
There you go.
In fact, I didn't know that.
Number 69.